practical session. This is the tutorial one. You have been asked to create a web page with the source text, layers of OSI model, and the source text is given below, like this. Then here you can see in the web page this layers of OSI model. This is a heading, and the second heading is smaller than the first heading, and the next one is smaller than the second one. Likewise, third one is smaller than the fourth one is smaller than the third one. So they are all headings. This one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. They are headings, and they are in different levels. And the next thing we see in this page is I think someone has unmuted. Please mute your microphone, please. Okay. Then in the first para, you can see open systems interconnection, and it is in bold letters. Next, again, there's International Organization for Standardization. It is also in bold. And the next thing we see here is there's a list, and it is unordered list or ordered list. Can someone tell me whether this is unordered list or ordered list? Okay, I saw some answers in the chat and they're correct. This is ordered list. Okay. Next, we see this one is an image. This one is an image. When you do it, you can take a screenshot and insert this image here. And there's another list here. It is an unordered list for in mode. Okay, that is what we have to do. And finally, the tutorial, you've been asked to link these pages to your ordered list. Okay, I think now you have a basic idea of what you're going to do. We start up with this. Can I screen, students? Okay, now we are going to create a new text document and rename it as tutorial 1.html. Can you all see my screen? I just want to make sure whether you can see what I did or not.
No, madam.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Can you see my screen now? Okay. Thank you, Kalhara. Okay. Now I'll do it again. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new text document and rename it as tutorial1.html. Okay. And open it with Visual Studio Code. Okay. HTML.
This HTML programming code is not clear.
Miss පැහැදිලිව ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ. පොඩ්ඩක් කැඩි කැඩි වගේ ඇහෙන්නේ.
Is it clear now? Okay. You can see it now, right? Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Inside the HTML tag, we are going to add the head part. Okay, we'll just leave it there, and I'll add the body part too. Okay. What is inside the HTML tag basically is the head and the body. And inside the head, I'm going to add the title. Okay, as the title, we can use something like tutorial 1 or something, anything you like. It will appear in your tabs heading. Let's do it and try tutorial 1. Okay, I added tutorial 1 as the title and I saved it, and we'll go to the browser and okay. And double click on it and see. You can see here that tutorial 1 is coming in the heading. And next, now we are going to make the web page, which is in the tutorial. Okay. The first one is the heading. So I'm going to go with the heading 1, layers of OSI model. You can copy the text from the source text part, copy it and paste it here under H1 tag. So it seems the biggest font size in the page, so I use the one. Okay, layers of OSI model. And then in the tutorial, the next thing is a para. It's a para, so we are going to go with paragraph tag. We'll copy the text from source text. Copy it. And open a para tag and enter the text here. So I'll be breaking the text to parts so that you can see it clearly. You can keep it as it is, or you can maintain it like this for your convenience. So in the web page, given web page, inside the paragraph, you can see there are two bold sections. For those two bold sections, you can use either bold tag or the strong tag. So I will be using bold tag in one and the strong tag for the other. So you can get the idea that both are more alike. Here the open systems interconnection one is the first one. So I'll be adding bold tag here. Okay. I took the text part inside the bold tag, and next, according to the tutorial, this part is in bold. So I'll use the strong tag here to make it bold. Strong, okay. But it I'm just in paste it in between strong. Yes, now let's save it and see what we have done up to now. Refresh the page and you can see what you have done up to this level. We used header 1 for the layers of OSI model title. and then we added a paragraph, and in that paragraph, this open systems interconnection is in bold and this part is in bold. So we used bold tag here, strong tag here. Now let's see what else we have to do. Okay, next there is another heading and it is smaller than the first heading. So we will be using header 2 tag. Okay, let's do it now. Leave some spaces so that you can see the coding we have done clearly. So I'll be using header 2 here. And we can paste the text from here. Okay, then the next one we see here is an ordered list. Physical layer, data layer, likewise, the OSI model is written here. And we are going to add an ordered list. There are 7 layers, so I'll be adding 7 lists here. Inside that, we can put the text, physical layer, data link layer, likewise. Okay, now this ordered list is completed and we'll save it and check the output. Refresh the page and you can see the output. Now here you can see the difference of the headers. This is heading 1, heading 2, the paragraph, bold, strong, and the ordered list. Right? We'll do the linking part at the end. The next thing we have to do is then there's another header which is smaller than the header 2. So we'll go for header 3 here. Okay. The next one is simply a paragraph with no other special text. So we can just copy the text from here. And put it inside a pen. Save it, and we'll see the output again. Refresh the page. You can refresh it from here. Okay. Now this is the way. Next, I said that you can use this as a screenshot. Take a screenshot from this PDF and add the image there. So we'll be using image tag here. It is a self-closing tag. This is the main source. I think you have learned how to give the source path. Here, let me show you where I have saved the screenshot. In this folder, can you see my screen, students? Still you can see, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Here, in the same folder where I created the tutorial1.html, I have created a folder called images. And inside that images folder, I have added the screenshot I've taken. This is it. I've taken this screenshot. And then I did. And this is the final output. Okay. You can do the same. Okay, now can go to the code. And here, my image is in the images folder. So images here, when you type in IM, you can see the folder here, images, and there's two images, picture1.jpg and picture1_1.jpg. So the edited one is this one. So I'll be selecting it. Okay. Then we can close the tab and save it and go to the browser and check the output. Okay, when I refresh it, I can see, you all can see that this is the output we get, and the tutorial, it is somewhat bigger than that, right? So we can make the width large. Okay, we'll increase the width up to around 400 pixels and see. Okay, save it and refresh. Okay, now it's kind of similar to the tutorial. Don't worry about its quality. We just need, what is needed is whether you can, we want to know whether you can add an image to the web page or not. That is the outcome. Then there's another heading, the functions of the physical layer, which is more than third heading. So we'll copy the text from here. And the last heading we used is header 3. You can according to my memory, I think you can use up to header 6 in HTML predefined ones. So I'm going to go with header 4 here and paste the text I copied. Saved it, go to web page and refresh it and see. Okay, it is smaller than the last header we added. Okay, then go to the tutorial again. Here you can see.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And
Shall I
I know
interrupt
that-
you?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, I thought it was a table and I made it like a dotted border. Is there any problem with that?
No problem. That's much better, I think.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, then you can do it like that also. No issue. You can do it as you like. Okay. Then there's an unordered list. There are 4 bullets. So I'll be adding 4 bullets here. And we'll take the text from the source text. Okay, we'll see. We can see how it looks. Okay, this is how it looks. And in the tutorial, we can see that bit synchronization, bitrate control, physical topologies, transmission mode, they are in bold. So we'll be bolding them, adding bold text there. Now let's save it and see the output. Now it looks more like in the tutorial web page. Okay, now this web page is almost done. The last thing we have to do is to link the OSI model layers to these reference pages. For that, now you have learned this one, I think. So what is the tag we are using, students? What is that tag called? You can put in the chat. You can't hear. Oh. Can you hear now? Okay, thank you. Okay, someone has put the answer. Ahref. What does A means? What is that tag's name? Yeah, Ahref is the answer. So what does A means? What is that tag called? Yeah, that's anchor tag is the one. Okay, so we are going to use the anchor tag inside the list. It is also okay, anchor tag. Go ahead. We'll go to the physical layer. First, we'll copy the link, first one. Physical layer should go here. Okay. In the above question 1, please update with the following URLs. Once we click on the text, it should be redirected to the given link. Okay. Ahref, and we'll paste the link here. Paste the text inside the anchor tag. I'll save it and we'll first see it's working. Refresh the page and okay. Now you see the link here. When I click on this link, it will redirect to the physical layer OSI model page. And the other thing is, it is open in the same page where you are. So you can do something like this also. Tablet. And I give blank. Save it. And I will refresh it. Okay. Now you can see that it is opened in another tab. When you put the target as blank, the link opens in another tab. Otherwise, it is open in the same tab. Okay. Likewise, we can add the references from here, copy it from here. Go to according. Sure. All the other ones are same. Okay, now it's done. I did it one by one just to make sure that you all catch up this one at any point. Okay. If I did it only once, someone might have not get it, but I did. Now I did it 7 times. You should know it. Okay. Okay, now I saved the project and now we are going to refresh the page and see. Okay, here, now we refreshed it. So this is what you have been asked to do in the tutorial 1. And the ones who didn't do this before coming to the tutorial session, please make sure you do it for your next lectures, because without knowing this part, it is difficult to move with the lessons. Okay, this is the very basic tutorial, and you must master this one. Okay, if you're okay now, okay, the other two. Can you hear me now, students? Okay, thank you. Okay, what I said was that I'll tell it again. I think you didn't hear, right? Okay. What I said was that this is your tutorial one. I think most of the ones students have done or tried this tutorial one before coming to this session. That is much better, and that is for your own good. And now what I'm telling is, the ones who didn't do this, please make sure you do this before going to other lectures, coming lectures, because you can't go with the other lessons without knowing these basic lessons. Okay, that is why we are doing this tutorial. If in any case, if someone missed the lectures and missed some parts, just to catch up what you have missed, that's why we are doing these tutorial sessions. So make sure, if you didn't do this before, make sure to do it today or later and get the idea. Okay, this is tutorial 1, and let's, yeah, sure. Okay. Answer will upload the code to the LMS, and you first make sure you don't copy from the source text. Just do it by yourself, and then just compare it with the ones we have provided. Okay, so we'll go to the tutorial 2 now. Okay, this is tutorial 2. Someone has asked that CSS link කරලා කරාට කමක් නැද්ද කියලා. That is much better, so you know the CSS styles also. Separate style sheets, again, separate style sheet එකක හදලා තියෙනවා නම් තවත් හොඳයි. මොකද දැන් inline styling වලට වඩා දැන් ලොකු වෙබ්සයිට් එකක් හදනකොට separate styling තමයි practice කරන්න ඕනේ ඇත්තටම. එතකොට එහෙම කරා නම් ගොඩක් හොඳයි. මේකේ in this tutorial 1 there was less styling, so I used inline styling. From tutorial 2 onwards, I'll do inline styling as well as embedded styling, and next style sheet. Okay, so you can get to know about those styles also. Okay, this is tutorial 2, students. Question 1 is this web page. It's a very basic one. My first web page, we can take this as header 1. You can take this first one as header 1, and you can bold it if you need, we'll do it and see whether we need to bold it or not. And then you have to underline it. Then we can go use header 2 for this one. See here it says I'm heading 2. So you've been asked to use the heading 2 here. Then I'm heading 3. Then we'll be using heading 3 here. And at last, hey there, I'm a paragraph. So we'll use a paragraph here. And there's another thing that you have to add a background color for the body, which is more like yellow. We'll say. And the question 2 here. Here you have an unordered list. The bullets are in diamond shape. This diamond shape, you don't need to add this diamond shape. Actually, it's okay if you use that disk typo, default typo, square typo. That's much better because up to now you've not learned this diamond method. So Gans asked me to go with disk or square bullets. So we'll be using one of those. And then my first style page. Here we can use a heading here. And these are paragraphs. And here we have a break. In this one, in this para, we have a break. Okay, that's what we are going to do. Okay, we'll start with question 1 there. I'll create a new text document and rename it as q1.html. Okay. Open it with Visual Studio Code. Okay, inside the header, we can add the title. I will add it as Q question 1. And save it. Then the first one is my first web page. We'll go with heading 1. My first web page. And here you can see it is underlined. So I will underline this also. To underline it, the tag we are using is U. In between the text, I added U tag to underline it. And I forgot to tell you that these are in colors. This one is in green, gray, purple. Likewise, they are in colors. So we'll go with green. First, we are doing inline styling. Next, we'll move on to embedded styling and then style sheet. Okay. Now, this is how we are doing inline styling. Use style, then color, When you type G, you get the green here. Okay. And we'll save it and see what's the outcome. Okay, this is what comes, my first web page. Here you can see now, in this my first web page font, there are no curves. So we have to go for a text which is sans serif or something. So for styling, we can add the font family to font family. Sans. I will go with this Arial Helvetica or some sans serif. You can choose any font family. It doesn't matter. What is needed is whether we want to know that whether you know how to add a font family or not. That's it. You must know how to add a font family. That is the requirement. You can try other font families too. So I added font family Arial, Helvetica, and sans serif, saved it, and refresh it and see. This is now much more similar type, right? It looks much similar. So I feel that text size, font size is also bigger than that. So we'll increase the font size also, right? Font size. You can go with some with like 80 pixels. Okay, let's see how it looks now. I saved it and came to the web page and refresh it. Now it looks much better, right? Okay, fine. Then what we are going to do is we are going to add the heading 2. Before moving to the heading 2, shall we add the background color? So it looks much similar, right? Otherwise, it's like empty space. To add the background color, we have to use the styling inside the body tab. Style, then background color, and it's kind of a yellow. Okay. Let's save it and see whether it matches with the tutorial yellow. Yeah, it's much lighter than the one in this one is light. This one is it's more highlighted. So here, when you move your cursor to the yellow box, then you can see the RGB colors. With that, you can do the adjustments here, right? You can adjust the color here. From here, you can select what you prefer. So we'll go with something lighter. Okay. We'll see now. Save it and move to the web page and refresh it. And now it's much better, right? Not the exact yellow, but it's much lighter now. Okay. So you can do the adjustments here. Move your cursor here and you can do the adjustments here, or you can select the color you want from here and select the exact match. Okay. So I don't bother to select the exact match because we just need to know how to edit. That's it. Then the next part is I'm heading to. So we are going to add the to. Heading to. Can you hear me, students?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. And again, the inline styling, style, color. It's more like gray, right? Gray. And let's see the font family. Now here you can see there are no curves in this font, and in this font you have curves. So we'll go with a font family like serif. Serif type 1. Font family. Serif. So I'll go with Times New Roman times serif. You can use any font family with serif font. That's okay. Saved it and move to the web page and refresh it. Okay, this is I'm heading to. You can see it now. And I want to make it bigger. So I'll change the font size. Like 40. Yeah, now it's better, right? Okay. The next one is I'm heading 3. So we are going to add header 3 here. I'm heading 3 and going to add the styles. Color. It's purple. And I say purple here. And let's see the font family. The previous one would match that one also. So if they say the output, and next we can change the font size if necessary. Save it and refresh the page and see. Okay. We can give it around 20 to 25 pixels, I think. Now it's better, right? Now more alike. Okay. If you feel like this, the purple color you added is darker than the one in the tutorial, so you can change it as you like. Move your cursor here and do changes here. Okay, and make it lighter. Okay. Okay, likewise, you can do the color changes. Next, here there, I'm a paragraph. So we're going to use a paragraph here. There, I'm a paragraph. So here, the text color is black, but the text font family is somewhat different, right? So we'll go with something like then proceed. I will go with this. This one. You can add the default font families and see whether they match with this one. I think this one would match. Okay, here there, it's kind of little different than in this one. Oh, we can italic can see this. I feel that it will look much better if we make it italic. So I'm doing this. You save it and refresh it and see how it looks much similar, right? You can try the font families and match with this font. Font size is okay, I guess. So this is question 1. This is what you have to do in the question 1. And can you hear me, students? Okay, someone says that Comic Sans MS would go with that. Okay. You can try it, students. Okay, so now what we did here is inline styling. This is what we did here is inline styling. So next we'll go with the embedded styling, and next style sheet. The same one you can do the embedded styling. Okay, to do the embedded styling, the tag you're using is, I think you have learned the tag now. Can someone tell me what is the tag we are going to use for embedded styling? Yes, Indra, Tilina, this style tag. Yes, they are correct. So we are going to use the style tag here. Inside the style tag, you can first we'll go with the body. Okay, when you type B, the body comes. Then within curly brackets, you have to add this part. I'll directly copy this and paste it. When you're doing it, when you're doing the embedded style, you have to background color. Likewise, like this, you have to select it. But here now, we Italiano, so I don't bother to type it again. So I'll copy it from here. I'll cut it from here and paste it here. Okay. Do you want me to add it one by one, or is it okay if I cut it and paste it there? Students, I just want to know whether is it okay if I cut it and paste it there and show you, or do you want me to add it one by one and you want to check it again, the styling? Can you all hear me, students? Yeah, what I'm asking is, do you want me to do the cut and paste is fine. Okay. 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 Next, then I'll remove it from here. The styling we did to the body tag, and I added that body tag styling to the embedded styling. Then next, we'll add the header 1 styling here, H1, and now you can see that it's on the screen, H1, the curly brackets. I'll add one and show you. I think it's better for some, they might not know this, no? Color, again, I'm doing the same thing that I did in the inline styling, right? Green, and then you can go with the font family. And the font family we selected is this one. Here next, I increase the font size to 80 pixels, I think. Yes. This. Okay. This is the styling here. This styling part and this styling parts, they are the same. You can see now they are the same. That's why I said it's better to copy and paste to save the time. Okay, this one I copied and pasted, and I did this header 1 styling part one by one, just to make sure you catch up this one, right? Okay, so I'll remove the styling from here. Embedded styling is already there. Then we'll move on header 2 styling. Add curly brackets. Now I'll copy this one, right? I showed you one. Paste it here. And I removed inline header 2 styling here because it's already in the embedded style. Next, we'll move on to header 3. Style curly brackets. Again, I'll copy the styling from here and paste it here. Then the styling for the para. Use P here, the curly brackets. Copy the styling and paste it here. And again, I remove the inline styling of para. Okay, clear? Much better. Okay, now we'll save it and see whether it looks the same. Go here and refresh it. Now you can see that I'm refreshing the page, but it looks the same thing we did. So we took exact inline styling to the embedded styling. This is how you do embedded styling. Okay. Next, we'll do the same with style sheet, right? So here comes This is where we created the question1.html. Here, I'm going to create another text document now. Okay, I'll rename it as style1.css. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now I'll open it. Okay, this is style.css. Now what I'm going to do is you can add this part here. You can cut this part and paste it in the style.css section. This is what we used in the inline CSS, inline styling, as well as in the embedded styling. And also now we are going to use it in the style sheet. I'll cut it from here and paste it here. Okay. Oh. This is how it will look like. And I'll save it. I'll save the styles in the external style sheet and it will look like this. Do you have any questions? Are you clear? Did you get what I did? Okay. Okay. Most of the ones says yes, yes, yes. Okay. And someone told earlier that he did tutorial 1 also in a using a style sheet. So that's much better. That's for better practice. You will be needing this styling.css part in future in professional life as well as in future lessons. This is the best practice. So I'll remove this style part here. And now we added the styling to this style1.css, but there's no link here for the style1.css. Okay, can someone tell me how to link it with the style1.css? You can send the answer in the chat. What is the tag we are using? The tag we are using to add the style. Students, you there? Yes, Pradeep says link rel. He's the one who did that styling part, right? Others? Okay, okay, good. So we are going to use the link tag. And here, style sheet. And giving the reference href. My style sheet is here in the same folder as the q1.html, so I can simply type its name. Style1. Here, when you type style, it comes here. Style1.css. And it's a self-closing tab. Save it. And again, Now I'm going to our web page and refresh it. See, now I'm refreshing continuously and the web page doesn't change, which means that the style sheet is applied to our web page correctly. So in tutorial 2, this is the web page. We created it. We created it using inline styling. I hear a humming sound. Is it from my side or someone else has turned on the mic? Okay. Now what we have done up to now is we created the question 1 web page and did the inline styling. Next, embedded styling. Use same page using the embedded styling. Then we created the same web page using the style sheet, external style sheet, right? Okay. Are we good to go to the question 2? Did you all got what I did here, students? Shall we move on to the question 2? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tilan, Indra. Okay. Now here comes for the question 2. Question 2, the first one is unordered list. It's some diamond bullets. We said that we are not going to add diamond bullets. Okay. Here comes. I'll create a new. Yes, yes.
Madam,
Okay.
link කරන එක චුට්ටක් ආයෙත් පාරක් කියලා දෙන්නකෝ.
හරි හරි. මේ තියෙන්නේ මෙතන මෙහෙමයි. මම සිංහලෙන් කියන්නද?
කමනවා.
කොහොමද ලේසි ගන්න? හරි. අපි දැන් ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එකක් හැදුවා. මේකට අපි කියන්නේ එක්ස්ටර්නල් ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එකක් හදනවා කියලා. එක්ස්ටර්නල් ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එකට අපි ඇඩ් කළේ ඒක තේරුණාද? එක්ස්ටර්නල් ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එකට අපේ ස්ටයිලින් ටික හරි. ස්ටයිලින් ටික ඇඩ් කළේ මේ විදිහට. ඊට පස්සේ අපි එක style1.css කියලා එකක තමයි මේ ස්ටයිලින් ටික ඇඩ් කළේ. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ මේ header එක ඇතුළට තමයි අපි හදපු ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එක අපි මේ header එකට ලින්ක් කරනවා. දැන් අපි ඒක වෙනමනේ හදුවේ. වෙබ් පේජ් එකේ අපි හදාගෙන යන වෙබ් පේජ් එකේ නෙමෙයි එක තියෙන්නේ. ඒක අපි වෙන හදුවේ. අපි ආව මේකට ලින්ක් කර තමයි ඕනේ. එතකොට ලින්ක් කරන්න නම් use කරන tag එක link කියන tag එක. ඊට පස්සේ rel කියලා element එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි ඒක දාලා ඒකේ style sheet කියන attribute එක දෙනවා. එතකොට style sheet කියලා දුන්නම එයා දන්නවා මේ link කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේ CSS එකක් තමයි කියන එක එයා identify කරගන්න. හරිද? style sheet කියන එක දෙන්නේ ඒකටයි. ඊළඟට href කියලා දීලා අපි යාගේ path එක දෙනවා. href කියන එක මේක අර අපි මේ image එකට එහෙම දුන්නේ. ඒ වගේ මේ ඒ කියන්නේ එයාව reference එක ගන්න ඕනේ කොතනින්ද කියලා එයාව එතනට දෙනවා. තේරුණාද?
හරි හරි.
හරිනේ ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ.
එතකොට මැඩම් දැන් එකම මේ එකේ තිබිලා එතකොට path එක දෙන්න ඕනේ අපේ එකම folder එකේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ.
නෑ ඔයා වෙන තැනක දැන් මෙහෙම කරමුකෝ අපි. මං හදන්නම් මෙහෙම. අන්න බලන්න. දැන් මෙතන අපි ගත්තොත් දැන් මම style.css එක මෙතනනේ තිබ්බේ. මම new folder එකක් හදනවා. හදලා ඒකට දානවා css කියලා folder එකේ නම දානවා. දාලා මේ style sheet එක මම cut කරලා මේ folder එක ඇතුළට දානවා. අපි හදපු style sheet එක මේ මම මේ දාන්නේ. හරි. දැන් යාගේ path එක වෙනස් වුණා. ඒක තේරුණාද? style sheet එක තිබ්බ තැන වෙනස් වුණා. හරි. එතකොට දැන් මම මේක මෙහෙමම save කරලා refresh කළොත් styling ටික නැහැ. හරි. මේවට පේනවද? දැන් ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එක මම කියන්නේ දීලා තියෙන පාත් එක වෙනස්නේ. එතකොට එයාව ගන්නෙ නැහැ. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ දැන් එයාව ගන්න ඕන නම් අපි කරන්න ඕනේ මම මෙයාව මෙතනින් අයින් කරනවා. අයින් කරලා මෙයාව දෙන්න ඕනේ පාත් එක අපි දුන්නේ CSS කියලා දුන්නා. එයාව පෙන්නන්නේ නැත්තේ. टाइप करो හරි මම මේක ඇඩ් කරද්දී පොඩි ඉෂුව එකක් වුණා මෙතන මම බෑක්ස්ලෑෂ් එකක් වැඩිපුර ඇඩ් කළා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ පාත් එක ඇඩ් කරන විදිය ගැන මම හිතන්නේ ගායන්ස් ඔයගලන්ට වෙනම ඉගැන්නුවා නේද? ඉගැන්නුවා නේද? මේකේ පාත් එක ඇඩ් කරන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. මම මෙතන CSS දුන්නාම ෆෝල්ඩර් එක පෙන්නනවා. ඒක ඇතුලේ ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එක පෙන්නනවා. මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා මෙතන අර බෑක්ස්ලෑෂ් එකක් වැඩිපුර දැම්මනේ. එතකොට තමයි ඒක පෙන්වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ. දැන් පෙන්නනවා. එතකොට එයාව ඇඩ් කරලා මෙතන පේජ් එක රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් කරාම ඒ ස්ටයිලින් එක ඇඩ් වුණා. ප්‍රශ්නය අහපු එක්කෙනා එයාට තේරුණාද?
හරි මැඩම් හරි thank you.
ලින්ක් කරන විදිය හරිනේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැනේ.
හරි මැඩම් හරි thank you.
Hari. Okay, now are we good to go for the question 2? තා කාට හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද?
මේ සරකර කෑස්ට් එක දීලා සර්ව් කරන්න ඕන ඒකට කොහොමද?
මට ප්‍රශ්නේ පැහැදිලි නේ.
මම අර මේ ස්ටයිල් සීට් එකේ සර්ව් කරනකොට
ඔව්
කෑස්ට් එක තියලා ස්පේස් තියලා එහෙම සර්ව් කරන්න ඕනේ.
මට තාමත් මේ සේව් කරන්න .css කියලා
yes ma'am.
It should be saved as .css. .css කියලා අනිවාර්යෙන් සේව් කරන්න ඕන ස්ටයිල් ෂීට් එකක් නා. ඒක නේද අහන්නේ?
නෑ අර කෑස්ට් එක ඉන්නේ.
මේ අහන්නේ මට මතවර මේ හෙඩින් එකේ මේ හැෂ්ටැග් එකක් එනවනේ. ඔන්න ඔතන මේ ඕපන් කරද්දි ටැග් එකේ හැෂ් එකක් එනවා ඒක.
මේකද?
ඔව්.
ඒක මේ මොනවාද? ඒක මේ CSS type එකට නිකන් පෙන්නන icon එකක් වගේ එකක්. ඒක මේකට එක අදාළ නැහැ. ඒක ගැන හිතන්න යන්න එපා.
Okay,
හරි
ma'am.
නේද?
Okay.
හරි හරි. මම බලමු මොකක්ද අහන්නේ කියලා. හරි. හරි. අපි එහෙනම් now we are going to move on to question 2. We have half an hour to do that. Okay, this is question 2. Okay, now I'm creating a new text document, and then I'll rename it as q2.html. And open it with Visual Studio Code. Okay, we'll put the title as question 2. Okay, next we'll move on to the body. Okay, first, noded list here. So UL, inside the we have lists. We have 4 lists. Homepage, musings, my town, links. Okay, we'll save it and open the HTML file and see the output. Okay, this is the output we get. The default output, the default bullet, you know the meaning bullet, right? The default bullet you get for a unordered list is disk type. We say that this type, the design is called bullets, and the default design we get is something square, circle type ones, rounded one, and it is the disk type. This is the default type, and there are there are several predefined bullet types here, which is called list types. When you type, styling, it comes, the bullet type comes under styling. When you type list, you get that list style type. And here you can see there are several types. Circle, normally we use this one. Circle, disk, and square. Those type of ones are the day-to-day using ones. And we'll go with square type here. Now I'll add this type and show you that that is the default type. Okay. When I add that list style type as this, there will be no difference here. And I saved it and refresh it. Now I'm refreshing it continuously and you can't see any difference because the default list bullet type is disk type. And now I'll change it to square and save it. And we'll go here and refresh it and see. Now here, you can see the bullets changed to squares. Okay, likewise, you can change the bullet type. And here you have diamonds. This is kind of an advanced one. So your sir said you've not learned this one, so we are not doing it today. We just move with square type bullets. And the next styling we are doing is we are going to add the color blue. Okay. Save it. We'll move here and see the screen. Now you'll see the unordered list in blue color. Okay. And also the background is in yellow color. Like in the previous one, we are going to add a style here. What is the one we are selecting? Background color. Yellow. We'll make it much lighter. Okay. And refresh it and see. It looks like this. Next, we'll take this as heading 1. Okay. There's another we can do with this one. This is not the genuine one, but you can do it like this also. Other than putting this square, when you want to get the square type one, diamond one, you have searched. Yeah, diamond shape Unicode, you can copy it and paste it here. This is a shortcut. This is not the real method. You'll learn it later and then you can try it. Yeah, I added this Unicode. I copied this Unicode from the web and paste it here. Okay, now you can see that that method works, but that is not the genuine one. Just to show you the diamonds, I did it. And we'll keep a space here. Okay, now it's more like here, then the heading 1, my first style page. And it is in purple color. So we are adding an inline style to the heading 1 color. Perfect. Go to the page, refresh and save. Okay, my first styled page. And you can see that there's a difference in the font family. So what is the font family we can use? Yeah, I can see that the whole page, the font family is equal, right? The same font family is used in the whole page. So you can add the font family to the body. So, because it's the same. Without adding it one by one to the whole body, you can add the font family. I'll add this one and see. Okay, now it's more, oh, it's matching, right? Okay, then next we have a para. Welcome to my style page. And the color also. No. Welcome to my style page. And then there's another para which says that it lacks images, but at least it has style. And it has links. Even if they don't go anywhere. So you have to type it yourself. I think you can copy it from the PDF, right? Yes. If you want, you can click here from even if part. To make it look similar. Now else you can remove it and keep it as it is. I think it's better this way. Next, we are going to add another para. There should be more here, but I don't know what yet. Then there was another paragraph which says made 5th April 2004. Here we are going to, here you can see these are paragraphs, right? This is also a paragraph, but there's a break in between the lines, right? So the distance between two paragraphs is different from the breaks. This is the distance you have in between, what is called, this is space. The space between the paragraphs is different from the space between breaks, right? When you add a break, the space is lesser than the space in between paragraphs. You have to identify that to create this part. Some might have added another two paragraphs for this one. That is not correct. You have to add a break in the same paragraph to create this part. And so I'm going to add a break here and type made myself, sorry, by myself. Now let's go to the page. Okay, this is how it looks now. Text is in purple color. So can use the same style. This is inline styling. So when we are going to move on to the embedded styling, this will be much easier because here you can see that I'm adding the style to every para in this web page, which is a waste of time. That is why you've been they have been introduced embedded styling as well as style sheets to make your time worth. Okay, you can save your time. Now this is inline styling, right? And you can say this para is in italic too. So I'm going to add italic. Okay, now it's in italic and the other text also in purple color. Don't bother about the colors here. Now here this is purple and this is blue color. That coding is somewhat advanced than the ones in here. So that's why we are not doing it today. So you have to move some later you can get to know how to do this. Okay. Now, if you have done up to this level, this page is fine. You are up to the standard we are thinking that you should be. So I think most of you have done question 2 also. the ones who haven't done this, please do it by yourself and then check with the source code. Now we did the inline styling here. Now we will do the embedded styling with the same code. The tag style. Inside the style tag, we are using body, curly brackets. So we are going to add the styling within the body bracket. Okay. Remove the inline styling. Then unordered list. Paste it here. Header 1 styling.
mouse pointer මොකද
Take the header 1 styling from here. Okay, now in this part, first I'll remove the inline styling from header 1. And now you can see there are 4 paragraphs which has the same styling. Okay, this is where we needed the embedded style. Okay, we did this just to show that why this embedded styling is needed. Okay. Okay, I'll take. Now, for all the paragraphs, this styling will be applied. So you can just remove this styling from every para, and the para styling mentioned in the embedded style will be applied to every para in this web page. Okay, now let's see whether it works or not. This is the styling for the body, unordered list, header 1, and all the paragraphs. Here, now I'm continuously refreshing the page, but still you can see there's no difference in the page, which means the same style applies in the embedded style too. Okay. Okay, then the same we can do like, now it's 8:55. So you can, do I need to do that style sheet part for this one also, or is it okay if we finish here? We can add CSS to the same styling can be added to the CSS and link it here. Students, you there? Okay, do you want me to create the style sheet for this one also? Okay, we'll do it. Here we go to, here the CSS folder is here. Here I'll create a new text document here and rename it as style2.css. Okay, then open it and I'll cut this styling from here and paste it in the style1.css. And I saved it. The same styling, right? I didn't change a single word, a single style I didn't change. And the same styling, I cut it and paste it here. And I remove the style tag from here. And now I'm going to link the styling sheet I created. Link, rel, then we have to style sheet, and then href and CSS. Here inside the CSS folder, now you can see there are two style sheets. Two style sheets are visible inside CSS folder. So the style 1 is the one we used for question 1, and the style 2 is the one we created for question 2.1. So I'm going to use style2.css and close the tag. Save it. And now let's go to the web page and refresh it. Oh, sorry. I think this issue is with the Unicode we added here. You don't have to bother about it. It's that the Unicode is not taken as it is because we added it like a text there. That's why. So we'll do something like this. I'll remove this. This is a text part. No, that's why it's visible right there. I'll put square here and see. And refresh this. Okay, now it's okay. You can see there I added that text part to show you this thing. No, that's why it's shown in the web page like this, because it's not it is not recommended to use such type bullets. I just added it to show you how the diamond comes. That's why the required then I added this required type of style type and it worked. Okay, student, now it's 9 p.m. and your tutorial session is over. Do you have any questions? If you are
Excuse me, madam.
fine.
Just wanting to clarify, when we move all the CSS parts to separate sheets,
Yeah.
we make sure there is no any styles in the HTML code, right?
Yes, you you can keep some inline parts also there. No, like this.
The standard way is we have to move all the styling sheet styles.
No, you can keep some if you want. Like
Okay.
you don't need to move everything there. Like there are times where you need inline. Say that you want to add let's say that we added purple color to every paragraph in this web page, right? But I need now, I need that to this paragraph, I need to add blue color. So I'm using style color and I'm using blue color here. So it is applicable only to this paragraph. So I'm not going to add it to the CSS style sheet, and I added it inline. And now here comes and refresh it. Now you can see the inline styling comes here, right? You see, now you have both. You can use everything here. Line styling, embedded styling, and style sheet. You can use 3 of them together, no problem. As you need, you can use it.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks. I
Okay,
got it.
okay, okay. Good. Any questions? Okay, it seems there are no questions. So thank you for participating in this tutorial session. Okay. Thank you for participating in this tutorial session. Please make sure you do this tutorial 1 and tutorial 2 by yourself, and then check this, check your project with the source code we will be uploading in the LMS. So you can make yourself confident that I'm well known for this level, right? Then that is what we need. So thank you, students. We'll finish the session now.